we can today disclose that the mess in Kcpe started as a tender war pitting various senior officials in the Ministry of Education against each other before eventually being taken over by an official much higher up in government. The hunt for quick money has now taken the Kenya Kwanza entrepreneurs from petroleum products and edible oils to exams. It has messed up the 2023 Kcpe and will likely find its way into KCSE, whose marking is currently underway in a tense and uncertain environment. Over the decades, Kenya has had a reputation of a credible and trustworthy education system that culminates in very rigorous, fiercely competitive, but eventually credible examinations and certificates. Today, this respect for our education, in particular our exams, is under serious threat. Kenyans are very much alive to the challenges that have been facing the integrity of our exams in recent years. That is why our young people joke darkly whether their colleagues have Professor Jacob Kaimenyis, Dr. Fred Matiangis, or Professor George Magoha's exam grades. Today, the young people are struggling with the value of Mr. Ezekiel Machogu's grades. In view of the fact in our possession, we have today taken an unprecedented step and written to key education stakeholders for a partnership to secure and defend the integrity of the Kenyan exams and the certification that accrues from it. We have taken these steps out of a firm belief that once we allow education and exam systems to be caught up in tender wars, then we have no country to talk about. It is a universally accepted principle that the collapse of education system is the collapse of a nation. We believe that evaluating the integrity of our exams and certificates presents an existential threat to our country, and we have to close ranks and deal with it dispassionately and professionally. We will be subjecting our children to ridicule, diminished employment, especially overseas, and admission opportunities in the region and abroad if we allow the integrity of our exams and certification to be questionable. And the truth is that these are getting questioned. We have therefore written to the following bodies. 1, the Catholic Bishops' Conference; 2, the National Council of Churches of Kenya; 3, the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims; 4, the Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association; 5, the Primary Schools Heads and Teachers Association; 6, the Kenya National Union of Teachers; 7, the Law Society of Kenya; 8, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers; 9, National Parents Association; 10, the Kenya Private Schools Association; 11, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission; 12, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations; 13, the Federation of Kenya Employers. We know the role of churches and other religious organizations in the education sector since the beginning of last century. We know how much efforts teachers put into ensuring they mold young people into successful products that they can be proud of. The education sector does not belong to the government of the day. Integrity of the education sector is for all Kenyans.